We are tonight's entertainment.
What the fuck is this, Chet?
This is a tasty burger.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
Is this your homework, Larry?
Why just be you?
G'day there, boys.
Hey there, Darth Vader.
Haven't been talking to the cops now, have you, mate? Welcome back, brothers. Welcome. Didn't take long to get the first cough in, did it?
Get it out early, that way they have room at the end for more coughs.
Right.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Film Scoop.
Film Scoop. Now, if you're a loyal scooper, you may have noticed we did not upload an episode last week.
Yeah. 3 people were really disappointed.
There were a couple reasons for that. If you listen to the last episode, at the end, normally we discuss what we're going to be doing next. And me and Carl were talking about what we were going to do for the next episode. We said, yeah, we'll probably do Beetlejuice and talk about Beetlejuice. And then we made a joke about how we don't want to do a Tim Burton ranking because then we'd have to watch Tim Burton movies. And my co-host decided to not mention that he would be at the beach.
I did say something about being at the beach.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Not on the podcast.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't say anything on the podcast. I didn't think I needed to.
I don't know your life, so.
Well, we had planned for you to be there for the carpet.
See, like when we're planning something and we're like, yeah, we'll probably be doing this. That's when you cut in and you're like, oh, well, actually, I'll be at the beach, so we won't be doing that.
I didn't even think about it whatsoever.
Yeah, Carl being dumb. What a
challenge! Impossible.
Holy fucking shit! Stop the presses. Extra. Yeah. Carl's dumb.
They're tuning in for the consistency here.
So Carl was at the beach. Football started, so I was watching a lot of Pine.
Dude, you've been really wrapped up in some Pine.
Wasn't really watching too many films.
Cash has been in the lab, just him and the Pine for quite a while.
I've been nose deep in the Pine.
Yeah.
Motorboating the Pine.
Yeah, dude, he's going to town on that Pine.
So the watch list has been pretty short. So we record on Monday nights, and he got back on a Monday. So I'm not going to be a dickhead and ask him to record on the day he's getting back from vacation. And even if we did, we wouldn't have had anything to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I didn't watch anything, and he probably didn't watch anything. So that would have been a waste of time. And what I will not do is make mediocre scoops.
Exactly.
I will skip a scoop if necessary.
Really, mediocre scoops don't even exist, dude.
No scoop is better than a mediocre scoop.
Exactly.
And I will stand by that. Some people may disagree, but I will not.
No, your logic is not flawed.
I'll stand firm on this.
Yeah.
We will not produce mediocre scoops. That's my oath.
I champion that, dude.
To the scoopers.
Yeah.
If they ever call us out on producing a mediocre scoop, we get 40 lashes.
Oh my god, that's the rule?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
if they
dude.
can prove in court that we made a mediocre scoop.
Without a reasonable doubt.
Yep. 40 lashes. So.
God dang, dude, that's going to be rough.
Yeah, we hold ourselves to a high standard here at the scoop.
I've got a feeling we're going to be getting those lashes, dude. I've got a bad feeling we're going to get those lashes for sure.
I've got some loopholes in the contract, so I think we might be all right.
It's not completely airtight.
Yeah. But yeah, we skipped last week, which I'm not a fan of, but you know, it happens. It happens sometimes. And like I said, we could have fucking shoehorned in a mediocre scoop, but that's not going to happen around here. So we missed last week, but I did do a guest appearance on my buddy Alex's podcast, and Ryan and Oscar, the Shot by Shot podcast. We did a hot takes episode with Hat Guy. So
well, I guess I don't want to spoil anything that we talk about, but I was going to say, are they like the usual stuff, the hot takes?
What do you mean?
Like, is it your usual hot take stuff?
Well, I didn't give any.
Oh, okay.
We were reacting to other people's hot takes.
Oh, I got you.
But yeah, so even though we didn't have a scoop last week, I did do that, so that kind of helps.
Yeah,
you know,
you get a couple sprinkles. Yeah,
yeah. I wasn't completely just unemployed.
Yeah,
I had something.
You're living.
So go check that out. That was a fun episode. But now we're fucking back. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. You like that shit?
Jesus Christ. Did you do a line before I came in here? What the hell? You're over here performing?
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck, dude?
Fucking mind your business. How about that? I-Chang, man. Shit happens. We got to roll with it.
No!
No! Fuck!
That was the perfect
You wasted it.
That was the perfect time. I had to do it. Denying your I-Chang, I had to do it, dude.
Me and Carl were at where the fuck, where were we, golfing?
Yeah, we were golfing.
We were golfing, and Carl was like, dude, I'm not going to lie to you. We watched Speak No Evil, and the only thing I can think about is how James McAvoy yells no in the trailer. I was like, do it. I was like, do the McAvoy no. And then he did it perfectly.
Yeah.
He did exactly. Do it again.
No! And then he throws a biscuit at this fucking kid.
That's not dancing. Go to your room.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll get into Speak No
You'll get a
Evil.
couple more no's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, he just whipped it. Like, I thought we were gonna save it for Speak No Evil.
I had to talk down on your performance. I had to do it.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, we're back this week. Got some things to talk about. Have some hot takes to discuss. Our normal shenanigans. So we'll get into that. First up, news. The Penguin premieres this week.
Oh my god!
I mean, I'm putting a hole in my pants.
I'm pitching a tent right now. Dude.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Washington Monument?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, for sure.
For the Penguin.
At pointing and everything.
The second the Penguin plays on my screen, and then I see produced by Matt Reeves.
He's going to go from the Washington Monument to Old Faithful. He's erupting, dude.
Yeah.
He's going to be splashing.
It's going to be
the seat around
Operation Niagara Falls in my pants.
Yeah, dude.
So excited for that. And since the Penguin premieres this week, Matt Reeves has been doing some interviews, and people keep asking him about the Batman 2, and like he's given us little pieces of information, but not much. But we do know that the Penguin or the Batman Part 2 will take place around the wintertime.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which everyone hears that and goes, Mr. Freeze. And I'm one of those people. But it's not. It's something. It's a fantasy land.
Yeah,
it's a part of my brain that's like, man, that would be cool. And then the realistic part of my brain's like, yeah, that's never fucking happening. What I do think it would be cool. Listen, Mr. Freeze and Matt Reeves' universe, never gonna happen. He changed the Penguin's name to Oz Cobb because he said Oswaldo Cobblepot is not grounded enough. This is the guy we're talking about. He changed a name because it wasn't grounded enough. He's not doing Mr. Freeze. I think he's made that plenty clear. But I do think it would be cool if they just mentioned Dr. Victor Freeze in the universe. Like if there's a scene where someone's in a hospital or someone's getting a surgery and then they just like name drop Dr. Freeze just as the doctor, like it's an alternate world where he never turns into Mr. Freeze, but he's still a doctor in Gotham. I think that would be cool. Just do shit like that all the time.
Yeah, my brain instantly went to just atmosphere, Batman in the snow. Like
even without Mr. Freeze, like I just think it's going to be our first. I hope they actually use snow. I mean, I guess they could just make it cold and
even if it's just cold and I can see Batman's breath, like I'm still hard as a rock.
Bet like Greg Fraser is foaming at the mouth thinking about using snow.
Yeah,
and like thinking about what he did in the Batman, but now he gets snow.
Yeah,
like all the lighting you can do with snow. I'm so fucking excited for that. But yeah, it'll take place in the winter. Matt Reeves confirmed that the plan is still to make a trilogy of films.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking big money.
So that means everyone has to go watch the Batman several times.
Yep.
Which you're going to anyway, because it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
And that'll guarantee that third slot.
Yep. A producer of The Penguin said that they're already working on another The Batman universe spinoff.
Ooh, I wonder what they're going to go for.
My guess is Harvey Dent.
Because that would make sense that they're going to go after the Batman 2. It could be a new character that they introduce for the Batman 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my guess would be Harvey Dent. And I also, a little tangent, I just came up with talking about Matt Reeves. I have a final prediction, I think, for the villains of the next 2 movies.
Okay.
What I think they're going to be. I think the villains of Part 2 are going to be Hush and Harvey Dent.
Okay.
And I think the villains of 3 are going to be the Court of Owls and the Joker. I think he's always going to have multiple villains of varying degrees in every film. And I think that's what I'm sticking with. That's what I see him... Those are the villains I see him picking. Because he's going with grounded stuff. There's tons of rumors about Clayface. Like, to where it seems almost like official that Clayface is in it. But I really don't see it. Like, unless they just go really, really grounded. Where he just has mud on his face. And he's a psycho. Like...
Yeah.
I don't see them doing the he looks like people Clayface. Like he can disguise himself as other people. I don't think that's nowhere near grounded.
I mean, you could have him wearing disguises like old school spy movie type stuff where they put on wigs and like they're pretending.
That's what I'm saying though. I don't think that fits with what Reeves is doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel the vibe he's putting out makes me think Court of Owls for sure.
I'm thinking...
I love the Court of Owls idea. He's obviously, he's got that deleted scene with Joker, so he's interested in that character. And it's also, the biggest Batman character of all time. Mm-hmm. And I think Hush would be good. Obviously, I'm, like, out of all the villains, he's, like, something I'm less excited to see. Mm-hmm. But I do think that there's, like, he could change a lot about Hush, and I don't think many people would be bothered at all. You know what I mean? Like, he could really take Hush and make him his own.
Yeah, in terms of Batman villains, like, the villains he's going to go with for this series, like, you just kind of have to accept that we're not getting certain villains.
Yeah.
And
no Tweedledee and Tweedledum on this one.
Like, I'll admit, like, it's a little disappointing knowing, like, we'll probably never see Pattinson fight Mr. Freeze or Bane or, like, a comic-accurate Clayface or anything, but... Honestly, like, what's so great about the Batman is how grounded and real it feels. Yeah. And how it feels like an old school, like, noir detective film. And when you start bringing in Mr. Freeze and Bane and Clayface and Man-Bat and all this stuff, it would feel very odd.
Yeah.
It would not feel like a sequel to the Batman. So, the give and take with Matt Reeves' universe is... The give is that we give up all those fantastical villains. Yeah. We're not going to get those. But the take is that we get everything that he does on a highly, highly quality level.
Yeah.
Everything he does, he's going to do perfectly. And it's going to be very well made, well shot, well directed, well acted. A great story is going to be told. Mm-hmm. And you just have to accept that those villains, those certain characters aren't going to be a part of it. Yeah. And that's fine with me. We'll get more Batman movies one day. We'll get Brave and the Bold, and they'll probably do a bunch of the fantastical villains.
Yeah.
Based on the comics that Gunn is saying Brave and the Bold is going to be, like, inspired by, those are very traditional Batman comics. So he's going to go with a traditional Batman, I think. So just accept that this is something specific, and that's just the way it is, and it's going to be done on a really high level.
Yeah.
And
I do think that there's a way to ground Mr. Freeze in reality pretty good.
You'd have to change a lot.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But I mean, they did that with Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, and I love that iteration of Bane, even though it's not anywhere like what Bane normally is.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my prediction. I definitely think he's doing the Court of Owls. Every little thing he drops, every little nugget of information, like he keeps saying in the sequels, Bruce is going to find out that the corruption goes way deeper than he could have ever imagined. Mm-hmm. Every time I hear that, I'm like, you can't tease anything except the Court of Owls when you say that.
Yeah, and that ties in with Hush, too.
Like, the Court of Owls as villains are people behind the scenes pulling strings. Like, that's what they do.
Do you think he'll do the traditional twist for a Court of Owls?
Probably not. I think he's going to take the bones of, like, all the characters and... just make them his own.
Yeah, because it wouldn't bother me if he didn't do that twist.
Yeah, like the Riddler, I don't think, like, he turned the Riddler into basically like an incel.
Yeah.
Like a modern day incel that has like a hard-on for Batman and thinks that they're working together. I'm pretty sure that's not canon to the Riddler's character at all.
No.
Like,
the Riddler is
he's
like
just the
obsessed
Joker, but with riddles.
He is obsessed with Batman, though.
Yeah, well, they all his villains are.
Yeah.
But like he took the basics of the Riddler and made him Matt Reeves' Riddler.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to do the same thing with Hush. I don't think the Hush storyline in his movie is going to be the same as in Batman Hush. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it'll be the same with the Court of Owls. I think he's going to take like, oh, the Court of Owls is cool, but I'm going to make it way better.
Yeah.
And like take out some of this stuff. Because he also doesn't want it to be predictable for the people that have read comics.
Yeah.
So
I do hope he keeps... there was one element to Court of Owls that I really liked, and that was the labyrinth sequence.
oh my god.
Maybe not to that level. Obviously, that was like a massive scale because it's all drawn. But like
it'd be
something like that where he's at his breaking point and losing his shit. I would love.
Dude, I'd
love to see
fucking
that.
come in my pants. Holy shit.
Don't let me get you started, dude.
Man.
We'll move on.
We got to move on from the Batman talk. I'm just gonna keep yapping about it. But yeah, that's all the news I have. So I'll go ahead and get into my trivia.
All right, I'm gonna get mine out and ready.
3 trivias. My first one is guess the movie by the cast.
Okay.
Christopher Walken,
Okay.
Harvey Keitel,
All right.
Bruce Willis.
3 old guys. Harvey Keitel, Walken, Bruce Willis. Is that Pulp Fiction?
It is Pulp Fiction.
Oh my god, dude!
You put it the only place. Hold on.
You got
turn
it,
him
you
into
got
New
it.
Jersey.
You got
Turn
it,
him
you
into
got it.
Tony Soprano. Up his ass. How's that?
That was good. I know it was. I knew what you were doing. I got it.
Your father.
Put up the only place he knew where he could, his ass.
Up his ass.
Now you're in it. Now you're in. You fucking found
Dude,
it.
Walken's hard.
He is so hard to do.
What's the name of the book that Oppenheimer's based on?
I think it's Oppenheimer, American Prometheus.
I think it's just American Prometheus, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. I didn't know if you'd know that. Because that's like an interview type thing you would learn. Like if you watched a Nolan interview.
Oh, I dug deep into Oppenheimer, dude.
Oh, okay.
I was going to buy that book, and then I was like, Nolan probably adapted it pretty faithfully, so I'll just leave it.
Dude, that'd be a hard book for me to get through.
Dude, I think it's so fucking fascinating.
It's fascinating, but I like books are already hard for me to get through, and especially with like all those names and how historical it is. Like I'm sure it's a great book, and it's really long too. But anyways, yeah. I probably won't ever read it, but I might buy it one day. Just put it on my shelf.
It is like if it is just called American Prometheus, that's such a fire name, dude.
Yeah. Last one is, what are the 2 totems in both of the Blade Runner movies?
The 2 totems.
Yeah, the 2 little items that each person has. That it's like a motif throughout the movie.
Oh, it's in Blade Runner, it's the paper mache unicorn, and then in 2049, it's the wooden horse. I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember the date carved on it though.
Oh, you don't need to know that.
Okay.
Those were the answers.
Heck yeah.
I'm surprised you remember the origami since you don't like Blade Runner.
I haven't seen it often, and I will. It helps a lot because like a lot of the
cool
marketing covers are the origami unicorn. So that helped.
Hell yeah.
But I definitely knew the 2049 one though.
Yeah.
That's huge. Okay.
Within cells.
Interlinked cells, interlinked.
Have you ever felt the touch of a woman? Interlinked.
I never would have related. I would be like negative. Never in my life, pal. All right. My trivia. So, name 4 of the aliases or personas in Split.
Patricia.
Yep.
Hedwig.
Yep.
Beast.
Yep.
Beast.
Yep. The Beast.
Patrick. I think Patrick's a guess. It just sounds right.
Patrick's not one.
Okay.
I wrote them all down. There's a lot, and you only see like a couple throughout.
Yeah. There's 23, right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, fuck. Those are the three...
You see...
Those are the three ones that, like, I always remember.
Yeah. There's a guy one...
Oh, well, can I use his actual name?
Yeah. Just the first name's all I need.
Oh. Wendell.
That's his middle name.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin Wendell Crumb.
Yep. Nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
Crush it, dude. All right. This is a hard one. I wouldn't have gotten this one that I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So don't feel bad. Guess the movie by the cast.
Mm-hmm.
John Bernthal, Josh Brolin, Daniel Kaluuya.
Sicario.
Oh my god.
Are you dumb?
I didn't know Daniel Kaluuya was in Sicario. I haven't seen it in a while though either.
Yeah, he's Emily Blunt's partner.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Silly
I was
goose.
hoping I was gonna trip you up.
No. You're not tripping me up onto knee. Get over yourself.
All right. And then this one I think might trick you. I'm not sure. What year was Lord of the Rings Two Towers released?
2002.
Oh my god.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I thought that might get you since it's like I don't know how you do with sequels to movies.
Pretty good.
I put that together now, but like I was gonna do some like weird stuff, and then I was like I could do like the sequel, and it might like confuse.
No, that one's super easy because those three all came out consecutively.
Oh.
2001, 2002, 2003.
Yeah, I reckon that was pretty easy then.
But even if it didn't, like, I feel like I'm pretty good with sequels.
Toy Story 2.
1999.
I'm going to assume that's right. I don't know if I'm looking it up.
It's right.
Anyway.
Brother.
Dude.
It's right.
We both crushed the trivia, dude.
Yeah, we sure did. Hell yeah.
I think that's a scoop first.
Yeah, I think it is.
Woo, woo, woo.
You decided to not be dumb today.
I know. I brought my A game, dude.
Yeah, you sure did. And this next little segment is brought to you by Ben, listener of the Scoop. Mm-hmm. We gotta give the Scoopers a real thorn in our side.
Okay.
A thorn in my side, the bane of my existence. That's what we're talking about here,
dude. I realized I did something just now that's also probably a thorn in your side.
Oh god.
This is a real life thorn being added to your side.
Okay.
I didn't do my letterbox reviews.
Oh yeah, so my thorn in my side is Carl.
When you said we'll move on to the next segment, I was like, all right, wait. Oh.
Yeah, so my thorn in my side is my co-host.
That doesn't do anything.
I sent him a list of everything we need, and he just skipped one. So he's awesome. But what did you do? The thorn in your side? You idiot?
I did. I'd have two thorn in
dolt.
Yeah, one of them is being called dolt. I fucking hate that'll kill me, dude. No, I have two thorns in my sides.
Okay, go ahead. I'll go second.
One of them is when people do like dumb stuff without any like. It's one thing if you just make a mistake, but if there's like no rational thought process being applied and you're just doing random shit.
That's so general, though.
Yeah. I'm mainly talking about my family, I think. My actual
Are we
blood.
getting into a therapy session?
Family, yeah. The dude, I'll be like, well, why'd you do that? And then they'll like tell me, and I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Where were you just now? You're on planet fucking dumbass, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's rough. Like, if you can tell me like why you did something wrong, or like, oh, I thought this could work. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, they'll just do wild shit, dude.
Yeah, that's. I'd say that's a thorn in my side too.
Yeah, and the other one is when people are trying to. It's like a variety of things, but they'll try to either get me to do something, or they'll try to get like a response out of you by like not doing anything at all. Like someone will sit down and just be like, yeah, it was a crazy weekend. And like they're trying to bait me into getting into their fucking shit.
They're luring you into asking them what
people
happened.
that do, like, if you're trying to lure me to do something, I will do the opposite of what you want.
Yeah. I'll
be busy immediately if I hear you say that, dude.
Yeah, I don't like when people do that.
Yeah, that's two thorns in my side.
Now that I have my own thorns, but since you brought it up, it made me think of one. I hate when you go somewhere and you need to check out and you have, like, whatever it is, you're at the grocery store or anywhere, and you have to check out and you have one thing, and then there's someone in front of you with like carts full of things.
Yeah.
And they won't let you go first.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is that?
That makes me mad when they're like, they'll have a full shopping cart and they'll go to the self checkout and not a regular checkout lane.
Yeah. And it's one thing when it's like there's multiple, because if you go to a self checkout and someone doesn't let you go, like there's still 6 other ones that'll open up in a second.
Yeah.
But when you're going somewhere that has like one checkout area and they have a ton of shit and they aren't looking around like, oh, you can go ahead, this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Like, you don't care about people. That's what I get from that situation.
Yeah.
So fuck them. But my first one on my side is David Tepper. You don't know who David Tepper is, and
I think I do know who David Tepper is.
Oh God, you poor fella.
I think I might.
Poor man.
Isn't he the... I'm going to sound like such a fucking dumbass if I say this. Is he on the Panthers?
He does own the Panthers.
That's what I thought.
He owns the fucking Panthers. We've reached a new low.
I actually know this because you've said his name angrily so many times.
He
That's how I
fucking
know he
sucks.
owns the Panthers.
There's not many people listening to the Scoop that actually care about football, so I'm not going to sit here and ramble and bore people to death. But just, I'll put it in layman's terms.
Yeah, break it down.
We've reached a new low. Last year we were the worst team in the league, and now we're worse. Do you know what our combined points, like what the combined score of the first 2 weeks are of the Panthers?
4?
What does that mean?
4. I thought you were talking about how many points they scored total.
I meant like both sides, like how much we gave up and how much
no,
we scored.
No. I thought they got a total of 4 points in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so 47 plus 26. So we've been outscored in the first 2 games. Our total score combined is 73-13.
Jesus Christ.
That's what's happening. Our quarterback, Bryce Young, who we gave up 2 first and DJ Moore for, threw for 84 yards. I know you don't know too much about Pine.
That's low.
That's the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that is abysmal.
What's the average from an average quarterback? Just to give the people
The NFL
an idea.
average, maybe like 200.
Oh my God.
Like, if you're really good, if you're Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, you'll have like 300 a lot of games. Maybe like sometimes even 400. But like the shit of the shit will throw for like 180, 190 at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at. And our quarterback that we traded up for, that has been shit so far, he just got benched.
Ooh.
He played a season and 2 games, and he's been benched. That's bad. Yeah. And the guy that we took him over is now great. He's amazing. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And this guy that we have might never play for us again. We completely wasted the pick, and we've been set back many years, and it's all because of David Tepper. And he's the thorn on my side, because he's an owner. He's a football owner. And owners, guess what, aren't supposed to do anything. They're not supposed to say anything. They're not supposed to make decisions for the team. They are rich, and that's it.
Yeah, give them money, and then
all they do is pay the players. The GM comes to him and says, hey, this guy's really good. We need to pay him $200 million. And he's like, all right. And he signs the check.
Yeah.
And he decides how much the hot dog should cost in the stadium. That's fucking it. They should not have any say in football operations. Yeah. But his big, fat, dumb, fucking bald head has to get in the way of everything and has to give his input. And he made us take Bryce Young, even though the coaches and the staff wanted CJ Stroud. And now CJ Stroud's amazing, and the guy that David Tepper forced us to take blows dick and is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen play.
Jesus.
Like, it's that bad. I had hope for him. I was like, new coach, well, he'll figure it out. Like he just had a rough rookie year. So tons of quarterbacks do. He looks so much worse now, and we have a better team, and he looks worse. So our coach benched him, and it's just, not doing too hot in Carolina.
Things are getting too spicy for the Pepper over here.
The root of all these problems is David Tepper. Every decision he makes is the wrong one, and he shouldn't be making decisions in the first place.
Yeah.
You hire people to make decisions for you because they know more than you. So, fuck off and sell the team.
Yeah.
That's the thorn in my side, the bane of my existence is David Tepper. And my second one is when you go through a drive-thru and they make you pull up to wait for your food, and they tell you that they'll bring it out, even though no one's behind you.
Yeah. Dude.
No one's waiting. Why? What the fuck does that do? Why are you sending me up when there's no one behind me? I'm not holding anything up.
There's so many drive-through ones I could have done. I wish I had thought of some of those.
They just don't want you staring at them.
Yeah.
When they know the food's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But I want to see you. Like I'm waiting on my food.
You're fucking me. Yeah.
I'm waiting on my food. I don't want to go stare at a fucking light pole.
Yeah.
I want to see the people making my food.
Yeah.
Why are you making me walk up? And then half the time when you pull up, they forget about you.
Yeah.
And it takes way longer than it should because someone sees a bag sitting there and they're like, "Oh shit, we forgot to give that guy his food." Yeah. Fuck that.
I've had that'll get me going, and then I'll be the only guy in the drive-thru, and I'll say my order, pull up to the window, and they'll be like, "What was your order?" I'm like, "The only thing you're working on."
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Dude, if I ran a drive-thru, like a restaurant with a drive-thru, I would make it a rule at my establishment that no one ever pulls up without their food to wait. It's not getting more people through the line so they can also not get their food doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If it takes a long time to get their food, so what? Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
But having people pull up just to have more people pull up, it doesn't make any fucking sense. You're just delaying it.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
So stop it and run your establishment correctly.
Yeah. Why don't you just go be Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Chick-fil-A will never make you pull up.
Nope.
They never once. And they also don't fuck up your order.
Never.
So, that's the second thorn in my side, the bane of my existence. So, shout out to Ben. That was Ben's idea.
Yeah. That was good to let out some of that rage, dude.
Yeah, fuck David Tepper.
Your posture looks better now that you said fuck David Tepper, dude.
Yeah, that'll do things to you.
Yeah. He looks so much more relaxed now. He's just chilling now.
Next up is Letterboxd reviews, which my good pal didn't do.
Didn't grab
because he's not a professional. No. We get it. He's not a professional podcaster. We get it. It's not everyone
actually
is.
I would appreciate less back talk because I was like, before we started this, I knew that I was working on a shit 100%, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to delay it. I'm just going to be fucking crowning towards the end of this episode, and I'm going to deal with it.
Well, big whoop, Carl. I've been working on shit for 3 months now, and it still hasn't came out.
That's you being an idiot, dude.
Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Because I can't poop. Yeah, that's awesome.
Fucking Cash Velveeta over here, down in cheese every little. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I haven't been eating cheese.
Oh, no.
I can't take it.
Dude, he came in the other day and was like, give the old prune a shot. And it started down in prune juice.
Yep. Sure did. Prune juice is fucking gross.
For 3 months.
All the scoopers, guys, listen. Prune juice, no go. Leave it on the shelf.
Oh, God almighty.
Uno reverso on the prune juice. Bad news.
Oh, Jesus.
But anyways, I have my Letterboxd reviews. This one is 5 stars from Lily. That one unemployed friend at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Oh, Jesus. Good time?
No.
I'm trying to think of another crazy one. At 2 a.m. on a Tuesday.
You're not going to guess this.
Oh, okay. What is it?
It's Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that based on that. That is funny though.
Yeah.
She's just talking about Barry Cogan's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's from Kayla, 5 stars. The funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
Jesus. I don't think I know that one.
What?
I'm trying to replace that quote, dude. It's so funny, but I don't remember.
Oh,
that's from.
I thought that would be an instant guess.
My brain, for some reason, my brain told me Love and Other Drugs. But,
No.
Or no, Crazy Stupid Love, sorry.
No.
I don't think I know.
You're going to be mad if you
Probably.
Get this.
We need to start using that quote more. I don't think I've said it a single time.
I can think of another quote from the movie.
Give me another
See
one.
if you can figure it out. There's a lot. Fuck, but they're all so popular that you'll get it instantly if I do any of those. Okay, it's super bad. Any of the quotes I would do would give it away.
Damn, I need a. I don't even.
Yeah,
remember
but they made
who
a joke
fucking said
about
it.
like giving somebody a back massage.
Yeah,
it's like, well, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
Yeah, dude, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch Superbad, dude. It's been forever.
Yeah. So the last one is from Cinephila, 3.5 stars. I don't really know what's going on in this film, but I do know that I want both Jake Gyllenhaals to smash my ass into little pieces.
That's Enemy.
Yeah.
Both Jake Gyllenhaals to smash my ass. You know what? Me and her both, man.
Yep.
Because, good lord.
Yep.
The
Welcome
spider
to the
can
club.
even watch. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Real Reveal. Shout out to the Trivia 10.
Hell yeah.
You can guess first.
Okay.
I've got mine pulled up for you.
Let me get the categories. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do the genre and my letterbox score. That'll put me at 14 points.
Well, here's the thing. You're a buffoon, and you don't have it rated.
Oh,
even though you've seen it.
Okay.
So
hang on. Let me
I'm going to
lock
be a
it.
nice guy and not charge you the points because you're an idiot.
Oh, do you normally charge points if there's like a non-applicable category?
Yeah, because saying you don't have it rated is a hint.
Oh, okay. Not for this guy. There's a lot of shit, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
But the genre is science fiction action.
Sci-fi action. Let me do number of words in the title.
3.
Sci-fi action, 3 words. How many points does that put me at?
You're at 11.
Look at the categories one more time.
Hell yeah.
Let me get release year. It's not going to help me a ton, but
Yeah, it won't help you at all. 2014.
2014. 2014 action sci-fi. Yeah, it was a horrible decision on my part. What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, I don't know what, like, you don't know the release years of your favorite movies. I don't know why that would help.
I was trying to narrow down like older movies, maybe. Three. You said 3 words.
Yeah, 3 words.
Good grief. Fuck it. Give me lead actor.
I don't know why you jumped to that.
I don't want to waste too much time. Just dead air space like that.
Well, stop being stupid. The lead actor is Tom Cruise.
Okay. Mission Impossible.
Are you guessing that?
I'm trying to think of, because like, Ghost Protocol would be 4 words. Oh, Top Gun Maverick. No. Mission Impossible.
Yes, the 2014 hit Top Gun Maverick.
I'm trying to think of the three words because he's in so much shit. It's not Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Dead Reckoning. I think is 2 words.
Okay, cool. I can help you out here, buddy. None of the Mission Impossibles are 3 words.
Okay.
So.
And
Edge
it's
it's not
Tomorrow.
science fiction. So.
Edge of Tomorrow.
It is Edge of Tomorrow.
There is science fiction, dude. They make fucking skin masks in Mission
But
Impossible.
they
have anti-gravity gloves that he climbs up a building with.
I don't think it would have. Let me check what genre Mission Impossible is. I doubt it's labeled as.
Their
science
spy
fiction.
tech has got to be. Puts it way up there.
Let's see. Action thriller.
Jesus.
Like there's small sci-fi elements, but it's not like I don't think people would consider it a sci-fi movie. But yeah, Edge of Tomorrow.
Great pick.
So you had 11.
I think it was at
23 and then 25.
Yeah.
So 48.
Yep.
All right. Why don't you have one for me?
I do. Listen, I want you to know, I think you're gonna really enjoy what I have going on here.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready, and I also wrote down the points to hopefully make it easier to keep track of too.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I need to guess. Release year.
Release year is 2007.
Okay.
Put you at 15 points.
Give me my letterbox score.
3 stars.
Oh,
There's a lot of 3 stars, dude.
Spider-Man 3.
No.
Fuck. I have that at a 3 star.
Shit. I forgot how many a bad guess is.
It's 5.
5? Okay. So
I
puts
thought
you
for
at
sure that would be Spider-Man 3.
22 plus 5 is 27 points.
2007, 3 star.
That's crazy that you went with Spider-Man 3 immediately.
Yeah, because it's 2007 and I have it at a 3 star. I didn't know there was many others that would fit that. Because 2007's There Will Be Blood and No Country, but those are higher. Surf's Up, obviously, higher than a 3.
Dude,
I'm
you're
fucking not an idiot.
Brain is a
shit for
goddamn
brains,
file cabinet,
so,
dude.
It could be something like, I think Barnyard's 2006. And surely that would be higher than a 3.
Yeah. The song alone, dude. Old Ben's song.
It could be something like Over the Hedge or something. Like something I watched as a kid, but I don't really know super well. But let me get genre.
Genre is drama, romance, comedy.
Drama, romance, comedy.
Yep. That puts you at 34 points.
That's not what I wanted from genre.
That's every genre, basically.
Genre, romance, comedy. 2007, 3 star. Oh. No, I have it higher than that. I was about to say I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, but I have that at a 4.
Yeah, you got the years, dude. I don't know what's going on.
I think that's around the Paul Blart year, but I would not have that at a 3. I'd have that much lower. God, okay, I might have to... Let me see the clues. See what I can pick here.
You can go director, lead actor, second actor, third actor. Writers, I don't think is going to help you.
Let me get words in the title.
2.
This isn't like part of a clue, but does it start with the?
No.
Okay. Romance, drama, comedy, 2007, 2 words. 3-star.
Oh, let me help you out here. This is kind of a hint.
Okay.
But not really. These are non-applicable categories that I can't get the information on. Last date watched, I couldn't find.
Okay.
The Oscar noms, there weren't any. And global box office, I didn't have anything on.
Oh, I know what this is.
Uh-huh.
It's Jump In.
Hell yeah, dude. Yes, it is.
Because it was Disney original, so there was no box office.
It aired on TV, dude.
Hell, push it to the limit, cause we're in it to win it, oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's
I
how
haven't
you
seen it,
fucking
but
do
yeah,
it.
dude.
Dude, what do I need to do as a man to get you to watch Jump In?
Dude, I knew you'd like that. I'm a true friend, and I picked Jump In as my category.
I just didn't think you knew ball. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
My brain wasn't wired because every time I bring up Jump In, I'm greeted with hostility. So I didn't think that you would embrace
You're
Jump
used
In.
to me folding the bag, but
Yeah.
I got it this time.
Yeah, I didn't think you would do such a thing.
Yeah.
But now I know. Now I know that you're a ball knower, and I need to keep my eyes open.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. What score did I get?
38 points.
Ooh, I beat you.
Yep.
What's new?
I thought that would be a hard one for you.
I mean, it was kind of like that's not where my brain goes when I play games like this. Like
Yeah.
a Disney Channel original.
That's what I was trying to stump you, dude.
I'm mad to have that at a 3 though. That needs to. That puppy's getting bumped up.
Yeah.
But I got your next one.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. All right, I'm gonna try something new here. I'm gonna go with the third actor
Okay.
and the number of words in the title.
Okay. Number of words is 1.
Damn.
And third actor is not going to help you. It is Andy Matichak.
Oh, fucking Matichak, dude. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. How many points does that put me at?
You use 19.
God bless, those things add up quick, pal.
Yeah, Matichak cost 15 beans.
19. Let me do some quick maths. I'm thinking about going for a high risk, high reward situation here. Because I could go for second actor, and I would be still okay. That'd put me at like 29 points. But if I don't know the guy,
Then you're really
my asshole is gaped.
Then you really in deep doo doo.
I hope to God that's not a hint. Dude. No. I hope to God you're not trying. No. Oh, that's one word. Okay, so not a hint at all. Sick. Let me look at the categories, dude. I'm gonna try and be careful on this one. I'm gonna mix things up a little bit and try to win. Let me get the genre.
Genre is horror thriller.
Horror thriller, one word.
One mere word.
Fuck, dude. That's a lot of options.
Yep. Matichak really sets you back.
All right. I'm going to guess. I'm going to take a guess. I hope to God that this isn't going to be marks against me. What was the third Bill actor again?
Andy Matichak. I don't think you have enough to make a guess. You're just going to waste points. Like, there's no way. Got to do something else.
Give me the year.
2018. That's what I was hoping you would do.
Sinister.
No, it's not 2018.
That's not 2018?
No, it's 2012.
Oh, jeez. A little off.
Yeah. But I wanted you to pull 2018 because I think it's helpful.
No, it is helpful. Because, like, Halloween is another horror thriller that I'm like, he could be going way back.
Mm-hmm.
Horror thriller. One word, 2018. Why don't I know movie years?
That's a question.
I just never think about it.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about me where years just are attached to movies. Like,
Right, how many points am I at now, including the sinister wrong guess?
You are at, hang on, 4, 11, 23. 23 plus 15, 38.
Yeah.
You're at 38.
Oh my God.
Dun, 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 dun,
Just give me a
dun.
lead actor so I can kill the dead silence here.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Is it fucking Halloween?
It is Halloween.
Oh my God, you scumbag.
Dude, you should have seen my face when you were like, well, 2018 is helpful because, like, Halloween's a one-word movie, and, like, I was like, he could be going way back.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
man.
I would have never guessed you did the Halloween remake. That was good.
Yeah.
Because, like, I had Halloween in my head, and I was like, that's a really old movie.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact year, but no, that was a good one. That was a tricky one.
Yeah. Got a 63 on that one.
Yeah. You can go and chalk that up as a L.
Yeesh.
As
I'd call that a yeesh.
bad news.
Yeah.
All right, the next one I have, I'll let you know right now, this should be a quick speed run for you.
Okay.
There's going to be some stuff that you can ask, very low points, that you're going to nail it, like, almost immediately.
Give me the year.
96.
Bottle Rocket.
That's it. You crushed it, dude. Absolutely nailed it. I was tempted to not even fill out the rest of the information. I was like, he's going to get it.
Because you prefaced by basically telling me it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was gathering, was like, I'm really fond of it.
Yeah.
And 96 is just a year where, like, nothing really came out except Bottle Rocket
Hell
that,
yeah,
like,
dude.
I would really care about. So there wasn't really any other options.
Fuck yeah.
So I
Crushed it.
Got 12 on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're beating that ever.
No, dude. There's a lot of firsts going on. We both cleared each other's trivia, and we have the all-time lowest reveal guess.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Bust out the history books, dude.
But now all that's over. Time to get to the meat and potatoes here. I have one movie on my watch list. Because as stated, Pine happened. Pine's been happening. Pine's currently happening. So I only have one film on the old Watcherino, and that would be... No!
Dude, we can't both have a good Macabre, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I actually, I have 3 movies on my watch list.
you've been watching some stuff.
Yeah.
You've been getting down and dirty.
I was going nuts. I was going to have 4, and you stopped me. You went, hey, slow down.
Yeah, you've been doing something to the potato salad.
Yeah, dude, you've been going to... I've been poisoning it. You've been going to sleep. No, I watched They Live. Little John Carpenter action. I've just been going to town on like the 80s crazy movies, dude. That's what I've been craving like nonstop, especially after Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
I will say I wasn't as fond of They Live as I thought I was going to be. You know, Roddy Piper.
Yep.
Love him.
He's there to chew bubble gum and kick ass.
Yeah.
He's all out of bubble gum.
But the start of the movie starts off like, you know, it's establishing stuff, but it ramps up so fast that you're like, holy fucking shit, dude, what the hell happened?
Oh.
Like, Roddy Piper goes from like this quiet, like, you know, nice guy to the kick-ass chew bubblegum immediately.
Oh.
It happens within seconds, dude. But it does have one of the longest fist fights I've ever seen in a movie.
Oh.
Which is, I mean, it's an 80s movie. It's not like good, but it's still fun. It's fun to watch. There's a lot of mistimed sound effects,
a lot of whams.
Yeah.
Paddles.
But I did like the overall message, without getting into spoilers on what the movie's about. The overall message is something that I'm always going to like when you put that in a movie, because fuck the man.
Hell yeah.
And I got to see young Keith David.
Oh.
Dude, he's hot.
Yeah.
He's hot as hell.
Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I then watched your recommendation to me, Pretend That You Love Me.
Well, that wasn't my recommendation. Well, it was Adonis's recommendation.
He recommended it to you, and then you recommended it to me.
Yeah, but him.
Yeah, Adonis.
Yeah. Shout out Adonis. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Do you see what I was talking about now?
Yeah, we can get into spoilers if you want.
I don't want to yet.
Okay.
Because it's not very watched on my watch list. Not a lot of people have seen it, so I'm going to spoil something like that.
Yeah, no, we can keep it hush hush. But yeah,
but now you know what I mean when I say like,
yeah,
it's the most vulnerable I've ever seen a filmmaker.
100%.
You show that, like, if I made that, and I would not want to show that to anyone, because it's like a direct reflection of me.
Yeah,
and I would be embarrassed to show it to people.
Yeah,
and that's like really impressive.
Yeah, no, I really liked it, dude. I think Joel definitely, the little bit that I watched of his like normal YouTube stuff, I knew that he had like an eye for shots, and I think it's very apparent in Pretend That You Love Me that he knows his shit with setting up a camera and just finding good shots. And there's so many scenes that I was like, this is really cool, especially them like walking up the steps together. Yeah, I really liked that. And then, like you mentioned, with like the kind of twist, if you will, without the lack of a better word, I really thought that was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I was like, that's where this thing's going. Yeah, and then like looking at that, and then this also kind of happened with Late Night with the Devil, but the poster, when you have an idea of what the movie, when you've seen the movie, like, makes the poster 10 times cooler. Like, I really like the poster for it. Just really good all around, especially for it to be his first, as far as I know, it's his first like full length movie.
I don't think it is. I think he has other movies on YouTube.
I know he had short films. I just didn't know if he had anything that was.
I think he has at least one feature length. Because I have it I put it on my watch list after I watched Pretend That You Love Me.
Oh, I'll have to check that out then.
But yeah, when you're watching it, like, initially I had some issues arise because I was like, some of these things, like I don't really know what this is. Like, I don't know what the structure here is. Like, what's the story here? It seems like just a collection of clips that don't really relate. And then, like, you watch the movie and it progresses, and then you get to the twist, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's why. And like, that's really cool. And yeah, I just thought it was really like well acted. Like, those people, Joel, I guess, is like technically an actor because he does like this type of stuff all the time. But those girls in the movie like like they don't have any other credits. They're probably just his friends or something. Yeah, like, I don't know, but they're on Letterboxd, and this is the only thing they're in, so they're not really actors. And they like, their performances felt so real. Yeah, and natural to where it's almost like awkward.
Yeah, but it's not played up awkwardness.
Yeah, it's like natural awkwardness.
Yeah.
It's like how normal people talk to each other, especially when you're on like a first date and both people, like, you don't know what to say, and you're just like, you stutter, and you know, like, there's a lot of that feels very natural, and it's not like it's acting.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it. But yeah, I think it's really well made and like very personal and just really impressive.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was really cool.
Yeah, so shout out to Adonis. Was that your...
Yeah, that was my only two aside from... No!
Yeah, so Speak No Evil we saw in theaters.
Yep.
And I liked it. I gave it a 3.
Yeah. I want everyone to know I shit on this movie non-stop when I saw the trailer. When I saw the trailer, I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. What the fuck? This is going to be terrible. And then Cash was like, hey, word around town is Speak No Evil is actually pretty good. And I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah. I actually didn't think I was going to watch it just because it's a remake of a foreign movie that came out 2 years ago. I don't think people understand how crazy that is.
It's nuts.
Like, remakes normally happen after a long time has passed. Not 2 years. Like, it just came out. Basically, and it takes 2 years to make a movie.
Yeah.
So they saw it and instantly was like, yeah, let's make this again.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Like, I just think that's a... Like, I just wasn't really going to watch it just for that. I was like, I don't want to watch a remake of a foreign movie that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that the foreign movie was a lot more well-regarded than it is. Because I went to my Letterboxd, and it's, like, very divisive. And there's some people that don't like it at all. So, I don't know what happens in the original. I've been avoiding spoilers for the original because I want to watch it and see how different it is. But... we'll get into some minor spoilers for Speak No Evil if you care about that, since it's been, I think it's been out for a week, so I guess that's enough time for everyone to watch it. But skip ahead a couple minutes if you don't want to hear it. But in this movie, I don't know how the original ends, but they basically tease it like this is gonna be something freaky or supernatural or something like super weird's going on with James McAvoy.
Yeah.
Almost like Split type or you know, something like that, but they're just thieves.
Yeah.
They just take people's money, and I guess the weirdest part is that like one of the families they kept the son.
Well, they do that to all the families.
Every single one?
Yeah.
I couldn't piece together whether it was like every single one.
Yeah, because
he's only been there. So this is the first family like he's seen this happen to. Because he just got the kid.
Well, he showed her the book, which means he knows that they do this regularly. Because when he's flipping through all the pages of the book, each family, it's them with a kid and then a couple with a kid. And then the next picture, it's them with that previous kid and then a new couple with a kid. And it always flips between them killing the couple and taking the kid. So it's happened several times. They do this often.
Yeah.
So somehow the kid knows, I guess just, you know, after he was captured, he's, you know, they're explaining things to him like, you have to behave, you have to do this, you know, this is what we do.
Yeah, and they hate the kid. Like, they don't like the kid at all. Or at least James McAvoy. I mean, I assume that the wife's the same way, but...
Yeah.
And it seems like they use the kid to lure people in because you feel safer.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this is a family. Like, they have a kid. They're normal.
Yeah.
That's how your brain works. Mm-hmm. And if it's just the two people, you're like, I'm not going to go to your lodge. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the kid helps them lure people in. But it was a little disappointing that all it amounted up to was that they're thieves. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like Like, I was hoping there was something more there.
Like they were just psychos and like, or cannibals or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been cooler and given it just more to think about, more to discuss, more to rewatch.
Yeah.
But now that you watch it and they're just thieves, it's like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little disappointing. And also something I heard George Carmy say was like, so if all they are is thieves, then like, why'd they go through all the bullshit that they went through with these people? Like pretending to be their friends and going out to dinner and going to the lake, and like, why'd they do all this shit?
Well, they do want the kid.
Yeah, but they can just take her.
Yeah, but they want like. Yeah, no, I don't know why they just like dick around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They're
instead
like,
of killing them immediately.
If your only motive is the money, the second they get to your lodge, just tie them up, take their money, and kill the parents, and then take the daughter if that's what you want.
I guess it's
Why
just
are
play
you-
on them being like psychos.
That's the only thing I can really think of
Yeah.
is that they enjoy it.
I want to mention to the scoopers, if you've seen the trailer to this movie, it's pretty clear what goes on. Or like they hint at certain things, especially the kid's tongue being cut out. And Cash nudged me in the theater and goes, "I have a prediction. They cut the kid's tongue out," and I thought he was being funny because in the trailer it shows him open his mouth and there's no tongue, and I was like, "Yeah, dumbass," and he goes, "Hey, don't make fun of my prediction." And I was like, "Oh fuck, you're being serious."
Dude, I don't think about trailers when I'm watching a movie.
Oh my!
That's not how
God.
my brain works.
It was so good.
Like I forgot about the trailer. I wasn't even thinking about the trailer. They said that he had a disease where he had a small tongue and he couldn't talk.
Dude, that shit's
And
gone, dude.
I was like, they cut his tongue out, so he can't tell people like what's going on.
Yeah.
And then Carl made fun of me, and I was like,
did not.
"Why are you mean to me?"
I did not think you were being serious at all
Yeah.
because of how obvious it was, dude.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
He went, "Hey." I was like, "Oh shit." That was so good, dude.
Yeah, he was like, "I thought you were making a joke because it was in the trailer," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess it was." Like I wasn't even thinking about the trailer. I was just watching the film.
I'm sorry I ruined the movie for you, dude.
Yeah.
I completely rug pulled you.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know how it compares to the original. It feels like I'm assuming this is a lot safer and like less fucked up.
I think that's usually how it goes, or at least how it had gone with like remaking especially foreign horror movies. Because I think people said that about like The Ring, and I think it's the same way with the Martyrs remake.
Yeah.
I think it's less fucked
The
up.
Martyrs remake that's not rated R.
Yeah. What the hell,
Huh?
dude?
Pardon me?
Come back to reality there, pal.
Yeah. That's insane. But yeah, I thought it was really funny too. I feel like it's very intentionally funny with James McAvoy because he's playing a psycho that's like pretending to be normal. And I don't know why he's pretending to be normal. Like obviously on vacation when they're trying to lure them in, he's trying to be normal. But once they get back to his house, I'm not sure like what he gets out of that other than just thinking it's fun. But like it reminded me of Patrick Bateman, like
Yeah.
being a psycho that's trying to act normal.
Yeah.
And there's so many comments, like quick stuff that I can't even like remember exactly.
Yeah.
But he kept shitting on like the Danish couple, and he was like, well, we love our kids, unlike the French, and like
Yeah.
just quick shit like that the whole time.
He was
And,
just such a weirdo, dude. Like they're talking about their love life, and then they talk about like how they do kinky stuff, and she was like, "Well, role play," and then like she starts pretending to blow James McAvoy, and he just keeps selling it like
yeah, for like
she's
a minute straight.
Yeah, like you're like, "Oh my god, she's actually blowing him," and he's like, "Now we're just fucking with you." I was like, "What the hell is wrong with you, dude?"
And I thought I did think it was really funny, so that was a big plus. Like when in the trailer you see the two kids dancing and he starts freaking out.
Yeah.
And he's like, and the other couple's like, dude, chill out. They're just kids. They're just dancing. Like it's not a big deal. And he's like, that's not dancing. Go to your room.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
he's so funny. But I did think what it does really well is like a lot of times with movies like this, they'll show you like really fucked up shit to try to make the people look crazy and make you feel like something weird's going on. Like you'll see a shirt with blood on it, or you'll see like stuff like that that's like very obviously bad.
Yeah.
But with this movie, they tried to do like just subtle odd things and subtle uncomfortable things, and not like fully go there with like them being crazy or them being killers or whatever.
Yeah.
Like when they're at dinner and James McAvoy's like looking like he's about to pay for the dinner, and then the guy's like, "Oh no, you don't have to," and then he's like, "Oh, thanks, man," and then instantly gave it to him and walked out.
Yeah.
And like
We'll
made
pull
him
the car
pay for it.
around.
Yeah. And like making the comment about his wife's body and like the look he gave him when his wife took off her shirt, and like them parenting their kids like their kid.
Yeah.
Which is something you just don't do. And it's like it's not like they're not murdering people, but it's like so off-putting seeing people act like this.
Yeah.
And then they always have a cover-up after it happens. They're always like, "Oh, well, blah 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 blah," and then they're like, "Oh, okay, never mind, it's fine."
You're like, okay.
Like they always have some story to justify it. And I just thought like that element was really cool, how they just like eased into it and just showed you stuff that makes you uncomfortable and not like it doesn't like fully freak you out.
Yeah.
But it's just like awkward and weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah. Something else I liked about the movie is how they established the characters too. Like I feel like in horror movies there's a lot of I would never do that, or like these people were dumb, or like why are they going there? And like in this scenario, it makes sense that they would want to go like on this vacation, and it's especially the relationship between the husband and James McAvoy's character. Like he's kind of exploiting him and like appealing to like this masculinity that he doesn't really have normally, and like I get his like bond with him and him like the relationship that happens like after that.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of not that, and James McAvoy is like trying to bring it out of him.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, yeah, a guy is gonna probably respond to that the way he did.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some questionable decisions, especially about turning around for a bear. It's like I get it, but also like you have to make an executive decision as a parent. Like I'll deal with my kid throwing a fit for us being alive.
Yeah.
Like that's an even trade to me.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that 9 times out of 10, dude.
But yeah, I think we've gone for spoilers a little too long, so I guess we'll wrap that up there. But yeah, I gave it a 3. I enjoyed it. It was fun. But now it's time to get into the old hot takes. And I asked the Scoopers for some hot takes.
Ooh.
And I haven't looked at them yet.
Should we unveil theirs or talk about ours first?
I'm going to go through theirs first.
I like that. I like it.
So I haven't seen these yet, but we'll go through these. First one is from Sam. He said, Zack Snyder is one of, if not the worst director working today. So obviously, that's a load of hooey.
Does the name Guy Ritchie ring a fucking bell, dude? What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, there's clearly worse directors.
Has the words glasses ever been in your vocabulary? Because you might need them.
Spectacles, as they used to say.
Yeah. Open your eyes, Sam. Have you seen Batman v Superman: The Ultimate Edition?
Well, I wouldn't lean it on that.
So what would you lean it on?
A better movie.
What's a better Zack Snyder movie?
Watchmen. It's a tough fight. I know you like BVS.
I mean, BVS is a 5 for me, and Watchmen's a 4.5. So I'm not stressing about it.
Yeah.
I prefer BVS, but
that's not crazy though.
But yeah, it's like I didn't think you really have one because you don't like Man of Steel. I don't think you're like huge on the Snyder Cut.
No, mine actually used to be 300. But I've grown and matured, and obviously it's I used to actually not like Watchmen.
Watchmen's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I used to not like Watchmen at all because I was too young to grasp like what they were doing.
Yeah.
But now obviously it's really fucking good.
Yeah,
and
Watchmen's fucking awesome.
I like Watchmen a lot.
Yeah, that's just an insane take. Just like objectively wrong in my opinion. Just for visuals alone, he can't be the worst.
Yeah.
Just for that. Even if you think his storytelling is putrid, which at times not exactly wrong.
Yeah.
but visually he's a god. He's a god at like just making shit look cool on camera.
Yeah.
And you know, he would make a killer cinematographer. And I know that's like below his pay grade now, and he's not going to go to be a cinematographer, but like if you could get someone like James Gunn to write a story and get Zack Snyder to do the visuals, like it would be crazy. But anyways,
the only thing I want from Zack in certain scenarios is more color.
Yeah, at times,
and Man of Steel, because BVS has some really cool lighting and sequences, but I think like Man of Steel specifically feels very muted.
Justice League too.
Justice League, yeah, a lot. There's a lot of gray in Justice League.
Yeah,
and everyone's suits are also like muted down. Everyone, like, instead of bright red, it's burgundy, or instead of blue, it's navy.
Yeah.
So I would like to see more color and more wackiness with that. I feel like he kind of had. This is kind of cheating, but Watchmen had that better because you have like glowing Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
You have the bright white Rorschach mask juxtaposed to like the rest of his outfit being like dark.
Yeah.
Stuff like I want more stuff like that.
Yeah. But no, I would say that's just a silly take.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Just
he's yanking our chain. He doesn't mean it.
Alex says WALL-E is the best animated film of all time. This one's definitely not as silly as Sam's.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made, but for me, it's not. For me, I mean, the whole Toy Story trilogy better. The Incredibles.
Agreed. The Incredibles, yeah.
Surf's Up.
Honestly, if we're really going there, if I'm really going there, dude, I put Tarzan over WALL-E.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
Phil Collins did the soundtrack. Do I need to tell you anything else?
It's better.
Exactly.
The Toy Story trilogy, Surf's Up, The Incredibles, probably Monsters Inc., Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Like
just numbers, loads.
Yeah, there's like if I had to rank animated movies, WALL-E's probably like in the 15 to 20 range for me.
I think it's even lower down than me because I've seen a lot of animated stuff.
Yeah, because that like Mask of the Phantasm, Under the Red Hood, like it's lower than that. It's definitely lower than that for me. But
the Iron
like,
Giant.
It's not an atrocious take.
Fucking Cars.
Yeah, Cars. Barnyard.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing. The level of Old Ben's song in Barnyard, nothing on that level.
Yeah, nothing. Not touching it.
I do like WALL-E though.
Catwoman in Batman Returns is a top 3 Batman villain, not counting the animated films. Just so incredibly wrong. I mean, just that's what I think. That's what I think about that.
So I've seen this movie clearly. I can tell you what I remember about Catwoman. She kisses Chris Walken with a taser in her mouth.
Yep.
That's all I remember. And if that's what you're telling me, wrong. Incorrect.
Me and Alex disagree a lot about the Keaton Batman movies. He's huge on them, and I don't like them because I don't like the Batman in the movies. And
I mean, even just talking about the Keaton movies alone, I prefer Danny DeVito's Penguin over the Catwoman. I prefer Jack Nicholson's Joker over the Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and if we're going like the whole 90s era,
yeah,
the Riddler's more fun.
Yeah.
I'm not defending Tommy Lee Jones. I'm not going to defend that performance.
I will put Catwoman over Two-Face's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. We can agree there.
But found some even ground.
If we're talking Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul, we're talking Heath Ledger's Joker, Tom Hardy's Bane, Paul Dano's Riddler,
Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow,
Colin Farrell's Penguin. Like, I just don't. I'm not very big on those movies, so that's just kind of my bias. But like, easily, Tom Hardy and Heath Ledger are miles better.
I put the vigilantes that he arrests at the beginning of, I think, The Dark Knight. the I'm not wearing hockey pants scene. I put those guys over Catwoman.
What gives you the right?
Yeah, I put that group of guys over Catwoman.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to vehemently disagree there, Alex.
I'll even do. I would put Poison Ivy. What's her name? It's Poison Ivy.
Oh, Uma Thurman.
Poison Ivy. I'd put over Catwoman.
I haven't finished that movie, so can't say.
Jeep Swenson is Bane.
Oh,
Bane. Oh, dude, you don't need to know anything. Just
say Bane, dude.
Yeah.
So can you can you tell me about my character, Joel? Oh yeah, your name's Bane. So what?
That's where the train starts and ends.
Yeah. So what do I do? Oh, just say Bane.
Just be big. Be a big guy.
Well, you brought your muscles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're.
He also put like a chastity belt on him, which was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
That was what the fuck was going on there, dude?
Alex says the French Dispatch is top 3 Wes Anderson. That's what I think of that.
Yeah.
I'd say it's top the worst.
Yeah, top
It's
poopy pants. Wes Anderson,
yeah,
dude.
it's the top of the bad Wes Anderson rankings. It's is it my least favorite? It's got to be.
I haven't finished Life Aquatic and I haven't seen Rushmore, but I like him better.
I've seen Life Aquatic. Yeah, French Dispatch definitely is my least favorite.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest thing to rewatch because it's 3 stories, so like the second you start getting bored, like it switches
Yeah.
to something else boring. But at least it switches to something new. But yeah, I mean, I like even the ones I don't love, like Darjeeling Limited and Moonrise Kingdom. Like Moonrise Kingdom's close.
Actually,
I'm
I was
actually
gonna
not
say
sure.
Moonrise, I think, is the only
'Cause
one I've seen fully that really rivals it.
French Dispatch has Timmy in it, so Moonrise Kingdom does not,
No, it
and
doesn't.
that's a problem.
But Tim Tom's not in it a ton.
He's not.
I remember.
He's not.
That's
That's
I feel
just
like
but
Moonrise at least serves a purpose.
the
I feel like
debate
its
here
tone
is that is it his worst,
yeah,
but not it's top
it was
3.
a typo.
Like yeah. Oh.
yeah,
Doy.
yeah,
It's a fucking typo.
yeah.
But no. Bottle Rocket, Grand Budapest,
Mr. Fox,
Mr. Fox are the top 3. The Holy Grail.
yeah,
Nothing's fucking touching that shit.
yeah.
Isle of Dogs is better. Asteroid City's better. Fucking Royal Tenenbaums is better. It's all better.
Did we finish Tenenbaums?
No, but I don't care. I know.
Why have we started so many and not finished them?
I don't know.
I haven't
know what
finished
it is.
Life Aquatic or Tenenbaums.
Yeah. And then Will's hot take is Heat is not a top 3 Michael Mann movie.
So, hang on.
No.
Let's
no hanging on. We're not hanging on.
Let's
to
figure
this
this
shit.
out here. The Keep. No,
Yeah.
that's bullshit, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What does he have? What does he have as his top 3? I wonder.
Thief,
Okay, I accept.
Collateral, and Miami Vice.
Whoa, dude. Whoa. Hang on now.
Yeah. We argue a lot about Heat. William thinks it's a 4-star.
He pulled a William, huh?
Yeah. That's what he deserves right now. He gets a William for that.
Listen, I feel like I liked Heat more than you. I was an enjoyer of Heat. Or not Heat, Miami Vice.
I was about to say, what the hell are you talking
I
about?
like Heat a great deal. But it is not in any way better than Heat, dude.
Yeah,
I have
so-
like feelings hit me when I watch Heat, dude.
Right.
I'm like, at the end, I'm like, God, there's just so much going on that
Dude.
you don't even need to know about it. You just know it happened.
I was watching a Heat edit the other day. Came.
So hot.
Just came in my pants. So when we're talking about the Manster, we have 3 bona fide 5-star movies.
Of course.
Locked and Loaded. Empty the container.
Yeah. Call off the
5-star.
dogs, dude. We got them.
Thief, Heat, Collateral, 5-star.
Yes,
Boom.
sir.
Boom, done, ship it off.
Yeah.
Then you start dealing with everything else.
Yeah.
Then you got Ferrari, then you got Last of the Mohicans, then you got The Keep and Manhunter. There's some smellies in there, like The Keep.
Yeah.
And there's some bangers in there, like Manhunter. But
I put Manhunter over Miami Vice.
I probably would too.
Yeah.
I do actually. I definitely do. But yeah, Heat not being top 3 is just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just some tomfoolery, if you ask me. Being 100% honest, like I just don't.
I wonder what he's not getting.
Dude, I don't know.
I feel like there's so much you can grab him onto in Heat, and there's way less in Miami Vice.
Yeah.
There's the
I
only
can't think
thing
of
you
a
can-
single thing better in Miami Vice.
The only thing you can grab onto in Miami Vice is like this destined for failure romance that Colin Farrell has, but you get that, in Heat,
but better.
and you have a better version of it, a more organic like relationship happens
with characters that are more likable.
Heat
and more
happen.
layered.
The Heat relationship is like, I'm hot, you're hot. We're gonna fuck for a while.
Yeah, you like mojitos?
yeah, that's how that starts.
You like go fast boats?
And then in Heat you have Robert playing Neil, who was very closed off, and he's kind of like rough with this lady that's like trying to be like nice to him, and he's like not understanding that she's just like being polite and taking interest.
Why
in
you
him.
care what I do, lady?
Yeah, dude, and he like hurts her feelings, and he's like, "Whoa, come on."
Yeah,
And
come on.
yeah, dude,
Forget about it.
It's so much of a sweeter like relationship that transpires, and that makes it even more heartbreaking when things don't really work out.
Yeah.
Versus in Heat, it's like they fuck. I guess they like each other now because they fucked hard.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's not going to work out, but whatever.
Dude, I did not give a fuck about them in Miami Vice. Like, I could not care less. Yeah. She could have been shot in the head, and I'd be like, all right. So what's the runtime? Like, how much is left of this?
Yeah.
But yeah, Heat's just better in every way. Like, I can barely remember anything about Miami Vice. And like, Heat has so many moments, so many iconic moments. The shootout, the highway shootout, the finale, all the robberies, the quotes, the diner scene.
Yeah.
What if you do got me boxed in? Like, where is that in Miami Vice?
Do you know what stands out to me in Miami Vice out of all the sequences in that whole movie? Take a guess.
The one that sticks out the most to me was at the end with the trailer.
No, dude, I didn't give a fuck about that. The 2 needle drops, the one at the very beginning, and then the audio slave one.
Yeah.
That's what stands out to me. I was like, this is a cool song to pick.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Those were 2 cool songs. That's about it. Yeah, William, you're silly. You're acting silly. Alex followed up with Lady Bird is mid. Another one of Alex's takes that I just don't understand.
I reckon if you just don't have a soul and you've never felt before.
We've had conversations about this before where he's like, I don't understand what is so different about Lady Bird than like every other coming of age movie. Like, what it can explain to me what's so different about it. And I was like, well, it's hard. Like, everything about it's perfect. The acting is so natural and genuine. It's paced incredibly well. It's really short, and there's no wasted time. It's scene after scene after scene, and the visuals are great, and it's funny. It's really funny, and it's sweet, and the characters are layered, and like it's a flawless movie. It's a perfectly made.
To answer his question, there really isn't a ton that's different as far as comparing it to other coming of age movies. I feel like a lot of coming of age movies, the young person, struggles with the same thing, but it just seems
I think
it's more grounded almost.
What might make it a little different is that they make, for a majority of the runtime, Lady Bird unlikable, which sort of isn't what most coming of age movies do. They make her kind of bratty.
Yeah.
And she has an arc, so she doesn't stay that way the whole time, but I would argue that is something that it does different. When I think of other coming of age movies, that's typically not the case.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. That's a good point. But I was going to say, I think it's more grounded. I feel like usually in coming of age movies, there's some kind of big drastic thing. And like, even in something like The Breakfast Club, there's a kid that's like abused, or like in The Way Back.
There's a cheerleader, and then there's like a druggie, and like very drastic like differences between people.
And the way back, there's this affair that's happening and like this awkward situation he's put in. But in Lady Bird, it's just kind of like normal stuff.
Yeah.
That kids do go through.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. That they're really, like this could happen like tomorrow, and it would be like they have to struggle with that.
Yeah. I agree. Jonathan said Spider-Man Homecoming is one of the worst comic book movies of all time.
Have you seen Eternals?
I don't know where this Tom Holland Spider-Man hate comes from. I don't like. Are they as good as the best Spider-Man movies? No. None of them are as good as Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse or the first two Raimi movies. But they're fine movies. Like you're not going to tell me that like you put on Spider-Man Homecoming and like you despise watching it. Like you hate everything about it and that it's awful. It's like I just I will say it doesn't feel a ton like a Spider-Man movie a lot of the times because they're involving like Tony Stark and his Stark Tech suit and all this stuff, and it doesn't give you that like Raimi New York like feel.
Yeah.
And they also travel in his movies. Like in Homecoming they go to DC, and then in Far From Home they go to Paris or wherever. So he's not in New York a ton, which I think is a flaw. Like it's something I don't enjoy, but like they look fine. Like they're not, when we're talking about worst comic book movies of all time, we're looking at Fant Four Stick and Wonder Woman 84 and Justice League, and like these are much better than that.
Yeah.
These are even better than like Shazam 2. Like I'd much rather watch any of the Holland movies than Shazam 2 or even Shazam 1 really.
That's what I was going to say, even Shazam 1.
Like
Black Adam fucking sucks.
They're completely harmless fine movies.
Yeah.
And I think Vulture's a good villain.
Yeah,
one of the
Michael
best in the
Keaton's
MCU.
Good as Vulture. There's some sequences from Homecoming specifically that I really like. Mm-hmm. Like just him dropping Peter off and like pulling a gun on him.
Yeah.
Like helps scale down things to like Peter's level. Mm-hmm. Him getting shot is a real threat. Like in superhero movies are usually this big grand like threat. Mm-hmm. And they kind of you scale it back for Spider-Man. That's part of the reason why I think people like that character so much is because
he's a kid.
He's a kid, and he's not like Superman or Batman saving the entire world. He's just trying to take care of his neighborhood.
Yeah,
that's why the Raimi movies have so much charm. Because he's just like, there's a guy throwing fucking rocks at me with metal arms. I gotta stop this.
Yeah.
So. I like that a lot. I liked him being stuck under the rubble and like hyping himself up. That was I think that was a really Spider-Man moment based on like the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Captain Marvel exists.
Quantumania, Love and Thunder.
Any of the Marvel shows.
Yeah.
Any of those.
Yeah. It's just so not one of the worst comic book movies in my opinion. He says the Bourne trilogy is a top 5 trilogy of all time. Haven't seen it. Can't say.
I've seen the first Bourne movie.
I can tell you, no. I mean, I haven't seen it, but like the Dark Knight trilogy exists, the Lord of the Rings trilogy exists, the Matt Reeves Apes trilogy exists.
Yeah.
So there's 3 right there.
Unless the other 2 Bourne movies are
the best shit ever made.
2 hours of Ryan Gosling's asshole.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah, they're not better. There's
never
no
going to be
shot.
better. Yeah.
Like Back to the Future. There's 4.
Yeah.
I can easily think of one more if I
I'm
had
not
to.
big on the first Bourne movie, to be honest with you.
It's
I watched
fine.
it because people were like held it as like one of the best like action movies. Like people love it, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I've seen the first one only, and I was like, that was pretty good. I don't really like the way Paul Greengrass shoots action, so
that was my big problem. It's an action movie, and I don't like the action. It's
that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So I'd have to disagree there. He said Blade Runner's mid.
I used to be a kid like that though.
Wrongerino. Well, you still kind of are.
I liked Blade Runner when I first watched it. I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have. And then
Isn't it like a 4-star for you right now?
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah.
that's
You
different
need
from
to
it
change.
being mid.
Yeah, no, you don't think it's mid, but you're kind of still there.
Yeah,
Like, it
I'm
should be a
still-
5.
I need to watch it more.
You do.
Every time I watch it, I like it more, and I love that world.
It didn't connect with me until the last time I watched it, which was like my 3rd or 4th watch. So
Yeah,
I think it just takes a while.
yeah.
But no,
How
that's
about
just
grow
incorrect.
up and fucking eat your vegetables, dude.
One of the best science fiction films of all time.
Yeah.
You know,
I bet he doesn't eat his pizza crust either. Probably
Yeah.
just stops and throws it away.
probably doesn't let his food touch.
You fucking amateur, dude.
Yeah, probably eats on Zoo Pals. Memories of Murder is Bong Joon-ho's best film. That's not ridiculous.
I don't hate that.
I think it is my favorite.
Out of Parasite,
I think I would say Parasite's probably better, but I might prefer Memories of Murder just because
There
it's a
is
little more my style.
there's more levity in Memories.
Yeah. There's no drop kicks in Parasite.
No.
There's no damn punks either.
Yeah.
There's no nice.
Yeah,
shoes.
nice shoes.
So, that's that. Like, I guess it's a hot take just because of how highly people hold Parasite,
yeah.
but I think most people agree it's his number 2.
Yeah.
So, like, pretty easily his number 2 at least. So,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that hot, but I would probably agree.
It'd be like if someone told me that, like, Collateral was their number 1 man instead of Heat or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's
I'd be
like-
like, okay.
All right. I mean, me
Sure.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, DC has a better filmography than Marvel. Not limited to DCEU and MCU. I'm talking animated and everything before the cinematic universes as well. Yeah.
Correct.
The Dark Knight trilogy and the Batman. Done.
Yeah.
Nothing Marvel's made is better than that. I do think it is probably a hot take, though. I'm just a DC fan. But when you look at like what Marvel's done with like the Raimi Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse, plus the MCU,
They have X-Men 97 too. Now.
yeah, the X-Men movies, I guess X-Men 97 counts, and like Days of Future Past, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It is pretty much a hot take because like DC doesn't have a lot of great movies, but I think that the ones that are great carry the weight. The Dark Knight trilogy, the Batman, the animated Batman movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say the animated movies really like holds them up. If you do look at the numbers, DC's got it, especially with the animated stuff. But
I do think most people would consider it a hot take to say DC has the better filmography, but I just
that's what-
agree.
they're going off of like everything now. Like, oh, they have the Avengers and they have this, but like if you really broaden your horizons and look at everything, like
We also have the Reeve Superman and the Burton Batman,
yeah,
which I don't like
I
the Burton
love the
Batman very
Reeve
much,
Superman.
but I do like the Reeve Superman.
I think I have Superman the movie at like a 4, maybe a 4.5. I don't know.
Yeah. It is hot, but I agree. The Fast and Furious franchise is a top 3 franchise. I'm just gonna skip that. I mean, I'm just gonna skip. Like, there's no way we give
Top
that any
3
time.
long as fuck franchise, dude.
Top 5 family.
Yeah, that's the number
about it.
1 family franchise.
Yeah, that's. There's no way you actually believe that, Jonathan.
You're goofing.
That's concerning. If so, concerning.
Take a second,
But no.
and look at yourself.
No, it's not top 15, not top 20.
Yeah,
2001. Oh wait, I skipped one. Home Alone 2 better than Home Alone 1. Not a hot take.
Nope.
It's just facts. 2001 is boring. This is from Eskel. 2001 is boring. One of Kubrick's worst. Bingo. I don't think I'd say it's one of his worst, but I do think it's boring. I do think it's extremely overrated. Like,
here's the deal.
I think
though.
people get so caught up in the at the time stuff. Yeah. In 1968, it was great. We're not in 1968 anymore.
Yeah.
If I'm coming home on a Friday night, had a long day at work, want to go unwind and immerse into a science fiction movie, I'm not watching 2001.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
not
going to
watching
say,
that.
I don't know, like, obviously I'm not as in tune with what people are saying as you are, but I don't think it's overrated because I feel like people hold it high because of, like, what it accomplished. and what it like showed people and what it inspired, which obviously it's huge. It's pinnacle because it inspired so much stuff, and it looked insane, and it taught people a lot, and it inspired a lot of people. But the movie itself is boring.
Yeah,
it is boring as hell.
I agree.
And I don't care about really what's going on in the movie. It's mainly what's on the screen that is cool.
Yeah, and it's also a Donnie Darko situation where they don't give you enough information in the movie to figure out what's happening in the movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like towards specifically the end.
Yeah.
It's just weird shit. And
but I also don't care enough to like dig into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just not a very entertaining movie to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not really ashamed of that. In terms of Kubrick's movies,
The Coop, man.
I think I probably like Paths of Glory more. I think I probably like Full Metal Jacket more, but I need to
definitely like
rewatch.
Full Metal Jacket more.
I like The Shining is my favorite Kubrick.
Yeah.
And is that all I've seen? I don't like Doctor Strangelove very much. Not huge on it.
That's one that I think is overrated.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, like I said, appreciate 2001 for what it accomplished, and then people just like Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah.
And I just don't really like it.
Yeah.
It's old, and it doesn't really appeal to me.
It's one of the, at the time it was probably ahead of its time and great and funny.
Yeah.
But now it's really not.
Yeah.
And you don't have to lie and be like, oh well, since it was good at the time, that means it's good now. Not necessarily.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life is still good.
Yeah.
Still incredible.
Yeah, but like that can't be your main defense. It's like, oh well, it was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but like
we're ahead of its time now.
Yeah, like 2001 was ahead of its time, and then it inspired people like Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve to make stuff like Dune, and now we have Dune. So watch Dune.
Yeah,
like because it's better.
Yeah,
it's more entertaining, and it's
100%.
Like we've evolved. So, Anyways, yeah, I agree. 2001 is boring.
Yep.
Do we have any more? Ben says Dune 1 is very overrated. Wrong.
We can keep scrolling.
Incorrect, I'd say. No. No, it's not.
Dude, I want to I don't even know how to dig into that, but I love Dune. Dune 2, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Dune 2 is my favorite science fiction movie of all time.
Yep.
It's toppled movies that I thought were untouchable.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought in a million years before Dune 2 that it would be better than Interstellar. Mm-hmm. And it topped.
Yeah, I think my top 3 science fiction is both Dunes and Interstellar.
Yeah.
So I definitely disagree that it's overrated. It's in my top 10 of all time. I think it's some of the most visually stunning, one of the most visually stunning movies in general I've seen. Yeah. It's perfect. Like every frame looks crafted.
It's every aspect of it, though. It's the visuals. It's the sound.
Some of the best sound
the
design.
Score. It's everything.
It's Denis creating a world.
Yeah.
And not obviously not creating it like because Frank Herbert created it in his book, but like there's only so much that's like described in the book.
Yeah.
And you have to take what's in the book and like make it your own and visualize it yourself.
Yeah. They're not going to tell you how the Dune flying sounds.
Yeah.
Or how shields especially
sounds. Like all the sounds you have to think of on your own. Yeah. So it's Denis bringing a world, like a living, breathing world to life.
Yeah.
And I like the slow pace of Dune. I like movies so often are so straight to the point and straight like we need to progress a plot and you're like racing to like fit everything in and it can just feel like a lot. But when you watch Dune, it's like it's a slow build to where it's going.
Yeah. Dune is a very important aspect on why Dune 2 is so incredible.
Exactly. Dune 2 doesn't have to spend any time with setup.
If Dune 1 was faster or they cut less out, you're then sacrificing aspects of Dune 2, which I think is perfect in every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's extra. And then also Dune 1, I don't think is super slow.
No, I don't either.
Like, I could put on Dune 1 right now and have a great time.
Yeah.
If I put on Dune 1 at like midnight and I was dead tired, I'd probably watch the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm captivated the whole time.
Dune 1 just ends in a spot that, like, the final scene feels like a little not like the end of a science fiction movie.
Yeah.
Normally they build up to stuff. But when you look back on, like, what all happens in Dune, a lot happens. A lot changes, and a lot of story is getting progressed.
Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't have that big it doesn't have any interstellar moments. It doesn't have a docking scene. So people just feel like nothing really happened. But a lot happened, and a lot necessary happened to set up the sequels.
Yeah. And, like, yeah, I get that. The stakes are very high in, like, what they're building with Dune. But when you look at Paul's journey as a character, the ending of Dune it makes sense. It's a great spot to end on.
Yeah.
Him starting his new journey. Like, he's come from one point, all this shit happened, and he's now changing as a character because of the events of Dune, and moving forward with this new mindset, this new confidence almost, with this new group of people.
Yeah.
And, like, starting another journey. So he goes through stuff and then starts something new. And, like, it makes sense to end it there.
Yeah.
You just have to, like, kind of close things down because the scale of Dune is so big, you kind of have to wheel it back a little bit to appreciate the ending to Dune, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely disagree that it's overrated. I think might even be underrated. So,
yeah, dude. Start sucking Denis' dick, dude.
Yeah. And then Cuve? I don't know how exactly that's pronounced. Cuve. The Terminator is the best action movie ever. I respect it. I respect that take.
Own it. That's who you are, dude. That's who you are. It's not right.
Definitely a great movie.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not up there. T2, I prefer T2. I prefer all the John Wicks. Because those just get the action so right. All the action in those movies are great. Like, a couple of Mission Impossibles I'd take over it.
Fury Road.
Terminator feels a little more like a horror thriller than like a full-on action movie.
Yeah.
Sort of like a slasher.
I've heard people describe it as a slasher. I need to rewatch it.
It just plays more like a slasher. Like, I'm not saying it's not an action movie, but, like, it has like a slasher formula.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like when I want an action movie, I want like non-stop.
Yeah.
Just go. That's what I want. And like John Wick 4 is just scene after scene after scene, banger after banger after banger.
Yeah. Point Break, yeah.
So I'd have to disagree about it being the best action movie ever, but that's a take I respect a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's not something you hear often. People always hail T2 as the best action movie ever. Yeah. But never T1.
Yeah, T1 doesn't really get enough respect.
Yeah.
But also, like, you could defend, like, that's a realistic thing, I feel like. You could defend Terminator.
Yeah.
If you wanted
It's
to.
Not, like, stupid.
Yeah.
It's not like Shazam 2 is the best action movie.
Yeah,
ever.
It's not completely retarded.
Yeah, you've got some legs to stand on.
Yeah.
And then we had one from Evan. He basically said people need to learn how to have fun with stupid movies again, regardless of reviews. And then he mentioned how he gets dogged for having so much fun with The Beekeeper. And I don't think that's hot at all. I think
if you have fun with a movie, then you like it. Like, it's fun.
Yeah, people get... Like, I feel like ratings should almost be vibe-based.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I watch movies and I like to analyze them and look at, certain elements of movies like the cinematography and the score, and I can look at them objectively. But at the same time, like, if I have a great, like, an amazing time with a movie, I'll give it a 5-star, even if it's probably not, like, a 5-star to most people, or, like, that high quality of a movie.
Yeah.
Like we were just saying with 2001, and like I give, BVS a 5, but I give 2001 a 3.
Yeah.
Like that, I would say 2001 is the better made movie, but I just like BVS more. I just enjoy watching it. So
I would put Step Brothers, Grown Ups. Think of just the dumbest comedy you can think of. I would put that over. What's that movie called? I just had the name, and I forgot the name.
Awesome.
I fucking hate it though. Stalker.
Well, yeah, Stalker fucking sucks.
Yeah,
It's a
but
bad
like
game.
if you were to say that to like movie people, they'd be like, "You're an idiot, dude."
Yeah.
But I have so much more. Like I have no fun watching Stalker. Stalker's
Yeah.
not fun at all.
Yeah,
me.
so I think some things get a little lost in translation where people forget that the point of watching movies, whether you're a casual or you are a cinephile, the point of watching movies is to have fun.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be fun. And like great movies are fun.
Well, not always fun.
No, to me, all great movies are fun, or else they wouldn't be great movies to you.
Well, I'm thinking of like sad movies.
Well, yeah, but
Like, there's great sad movies that I'm not having fun watching, but like I love those movies.
well, like we've talked about this before with like Schindler's List and Zone of Interest, and how I enjoy watching Schindler's List, even though there's awful things happening on screen, just because it's a well-made movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not like checking my phone like, oh, when's this going to be over?
Yeah.
Because I enjoy watching it because it's doing its job and it's making me sad.
Yeah. That's how I would describe it.
But people get so wrapped up in like, oh, well, the cinematography's bad and the acting's bad and all this stuff, and it's like, you go to the movies to have fun. So those things being good can make you have more fun and enjoy a movie more because you think it's better. Like, it's not one or the other. Like, they work hand in hand. When you watch a movie that you think is great, when you watch The Batman and you see the visuals, that makes the movie better and you enjoy it more.
Yeah.
So, but movies don't have to have that. If you go to a movie that has bad visuals, but you had a great time, then I would consider that a great movie. You had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, I agree. I feel like people should just have more fun with movies and stop worrying so much about, the technical details and stuff. Even though I do that. Like, I watch movies and I try to analyze them and, give my thoughts on them and on the specific elements. But at the end of the day, like, my goal is to enjoy them.
Yeah. And there's certain movies too that like you said, should be vibe based. There's certain movies that like I'm not really analyzing as deeply as other movies. I'm not going into like, I'm not going to watch, Grown Ups on the same level that I watch the new Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, oh, that shot was cool when I watch Grown Ups. I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
Or Wild Hogs.
I'm a big movies can be whatever they want to be. And there's no rules for what a movie needs to be. And you can have some like crazy artistic movies that are trying to tell its story like mainly visually and have all these metaphors and stuff like Moonlight that's like very intricately made and art, like literally art, visual art.
Yeah.
And then there's movies like Grown Ups where the sole purpose is just to be fun and be funny and have a good time. And one isn't more correct than the other. They're just trying to do two completely different things.
Yeah.
And so when I watch Grown Ups, I'm never thinking about like how they made the movie or the shots or any of that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's
You're thinking
just
about
not,
that he called the shit poop.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Not every movie, like, it's great when you watch movies that are super well made and artistic, but it's also like it's not necessary.
Yeah.
And some people would disagree. Some people think it is necessary for every movie to have that, and I just don't think that's true at all. I think you can easily appreciate all different kinds of movies, and they don't all have to do the same thing.
Exactly.
So, like, if I'm watching a comedy, I would rather them, all the time that they would spend on creating great shots, I'd rather them spend that time making the movie funnier.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching it because I want to laugh. So just focus on that.
Unless
That's
you're
why The
game
Nice
night.
Guys is so great, because it's the funniest movie ever made, and it's well made.
Yeah.
And it has a great, like, 70s set design and shit. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah,
Evan
agreed.
spitting for sure. But we'll go ahead and get into our hot takes. I'll start. Once A Complete Unknown comes out, Timmy will already have shown more range than Daniel Day-Lewis. I almost went just now. Like, now he's shown more range than Daniel Day-Lewis, and I don't even think he needs for A Complete Unknown to come out.
What stopped you?
It's just like a little more juice, just a little more to my point. But he already has Paul Atreides and Willy Wonka, about as drastic as you can get when it comes to range. And then he has, like, he plays the dumb millennial in Don't Look Up, and he plays Elio in Call Me by Your Name. Amazing performance. And
He kind of does the dumb millennial again in Lady Bird.
Yeah, Lady Bird. He's like a artsy, like, I don't even know.
He's like a parody.
To call Kyle.
He's like a parody of people that think that they're like pretentious
super smart
people. Yeah.
And
And then Bones and All too.
Bones and All. Yeah. So
I don't know how I would even describe his character in Bones and All.
yeah, I just haven't seen a ton of range from Daniel Day. Like, he's a great actor, but I think he's a little overrated. And I think the most, like, drastically different performance he's given is either Gangs or There Will Be Blood compared to Phantom Thread. Those are definitely very different.
Yeah, and Last of the Mohicans too.
Yeah, but I just don't think that performance is, like, all that crazy.
Yeah.
Like, all that praiseworthy. But yeah, I'd stand on that. Like, I think an actor who can play both Willy Wonka and a musical version of Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Like, not just the Gene Wilder. I mean, I guess Gene Wilder did sing a little bit, but, like, they put a lot more on Timmy's shoulders.
A lot bigger of, like, numbers.
Yeah. And, like, fully vocalizing, and not just, like, you know, come with me.
Yeah.
You know, a lot bigger shit than that.
No, I agree with that even without the Complete Unknown.
Yeah, but that's going to just make it even more concrete. Like, he just has more range.
Yeah. That was a good hot take. I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
I was actually really struggling with this because I was trying to think of things that we don't talk about, like Paul Thomas Anderson being super overrated as a director.
Yeah, I tried to avoid PTA and Matt Reeves, just because I do hot takes for them all the time. But do you have one?
Yeah, let me get my list out here. The hot takes. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is overrated. I have that movie at a 2-star. And I know that I have this hate for Michael Cera, this burning rage in my gut. But also, I just, like, don't really like the movie. For me, the comedy, and I guess this is subjective, but the comedy didn't really connect with me ever. Mm-hmm. And the general story I thought was weird. The characters, I didn't really, like, buy into the characters at all. I think the funniest character was Kieran Culkin's character.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it.
Yeah, I agree. I have it at a 3, which is lower than most people. And I just think that, like, Edgar Wright did everything he possibly could to make the movie good. But the story itself, I just feel like it's something you have to watch as, like, a 12, 13-year-old and, like, kind of grow up with to really appreciate.
Yeah.
Because now the comedy's dated and the whole story's kind of dated, and I don't like Scott Pilgrim as a character.
Yeah.
I think he kind of sucks. So, like, I just, even though Edgar Wright did everything he could, like, there's just not much you can really do with that for me.
That's kind of the only saving grace for the movie to me is like the visuals.
Yeah.
But even then, some of them can be like too much too.
Yeah.
Some of them can be like, whoa, dude.
I find it tedious, like, to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree there. This one's going to sound kind of crazy, but I think American Psycho should be rebooted.
Whoa. I did not expect that from you, dude.
Yeah. And I'm not saying remade. I'm saying rebooted.
Would you want it to follow the similar vibes to the real deal?
I'm thinking like a series of a group of Wall Street guys, not related to Patrick Bateman or Paul Allen or any of the stuff from the original American Psycho, just a new group of people, unconnected, that act like Patrick Bateman.
And just get into shenanigans.
Yeah, it's like Mad Men, but like you hear these groups of people's like inner thoughts, and it's just like a dark comedy series.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I was asking.
that.
You would still want it to be like a dark comedy.
Yeah. I want the exact same tone, the exact same like kind of comedy and, you know, style, but just not connected in any way to the other movies. Not trying to remake anything, just like add more. Just create something new. And the little snippet in Hitman of Glenn Powell basically being Patrick Bateman kind of like gave me that idea.
Yeah.
Where I was like, that should be something. Like that should
yeah.
Like there's room for more things to have that American Psycho tone.
Yeah.
And like that wouldn't ruin anything. Even if the show's bad and doesn't work, like
it's not
connected at all. And it wouldn't be called, I don't think it should be called like American Psycho the series.
American Psychos.
That would be funny. But like just call it something completely unrelated, but like it's just the same kind of thing, just not connected.
Call it Don't Look at It, Eat It.
That's Bone.
That's Bone.
But yeah, I think that like so many people love that comedy style, and it's something that like you can't find another movie like American Psycho.
Yeah.
And I think that people would really like a series like that, but with today, like I just don't know if they'd do it because the comedy in American Psycho is so dark.
It is really dark, but there was a lot of laughs in Speak No Evil, which I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
People like this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's my idea. Like, definitely not a remake because it's perfect, but
yeah,
just kind of like a reboot, different characters, different stuff.
No, that would be really
like that
cool.
same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I dig that, dude.
Hell yeah.
My next one, and this is just like I was like mindlessly scrolling when I did this, but Inside with Willem Dafoe is a horrible movie. I think it is as pretentious as it comes. Because I have it pretty low. I think I have it at like a 2. But the average I think on Letterboxd was like a 3. It was like a 3 point something. And I saw people with like 4s. And I'm just like, dude, me and you watched a completely different movie.
Yeah.
Aside from Willem Dafoe being a good actor, which I knew before that movie, that's the only thing you like that matters.
I'm not even going to really disagree with you here.
Yeah.
My score doesn't reflect the movie being horrible just because it's Willem Dafoe, and I can only give a Willem Dafoe movie so low of a score.
Because obviously he's great.
But the movie is bad.
Yeah.
And it's a concept that sounded fun, but then they do nothing with it, and it gets really... It kind of does feel a little pretentious and like...
I have it at a 1.5 stars.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking low.
Because like...
It's boring. Like, it was hard to get through.
Yeah.
It is boring. That's a boring movie.
Yeah. And there could have been like the exact same movie almost. The Lighthouse. You know, you take one guy trapped in a place and you make it 2 guys trapped in a place. Mm-hmm. And it's so much better. You have like a Moon. The whole movie, you know, hinges on Sam Rockwell, and that movie is more interesting. Mm-hmm. Like, have some kind of premise of him like going crazy, but instead we have him looking at all these paintings and like writing this poem that I don't give a fuck about, dude.
Yeah.
And I just want to get out of that movie. That movie is, I don't think we ever like really went into deep detail on it, but it is.
Yeah, it's bad.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah. Not
And
good.
I saw those 4-star reviews, and I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't even blame Willem for doing it because it sounded like a good idea. The director just had nothing to say.
A movie where you get to flex like, oh, I'm one of the greats.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Nothing about it is on Willem.
Yeah.
He took the shits in the bathtub. He did everything he was supposed to.
Sure did. My last one is the MCU did irreversible damage to the comic book genre. And by this, I'm just referring to the idea that now every company wants a connected universe. And I don't think that's a good thing. I think that back in the 2000s when they were first starting comic book movies, that was a great era when you had just the Raimi Spider-Man movies on its own. And then you had the Blade movies on its own. And you had like the Fantastic Four Fox movies and just these nice little like just things off by themselves that were not trying to set up some team up. And I keep thinking about all these comic books that they could just adapt and they could just make a movie out of, and not have to worry about, sort of like Watchmen, like how Watchmen's just one thing and it was done. It wasn't a part of a universe, and so many franchises now are trying to start this like connected universe because Marvel did it so well and made so much money with it, but things don't have to be connected. Like, Marvel can just go make an X-Men movie and not connect it to the MCU and just have a good X-Men movie and then go make a good Fantastic Four movie. And I feel like it creates so many issues with continuity and trying to like set stuff up when you're creating a cinematic universe when you could just focus on making good movies instead.
Yeah.
And I also, part of this was I also just want more animated theatrical movies, which I say all the time. I wish DC and Marvel would release more like high budget, like Into the Spider-Verse type animated movies, because they're limitless. Like there's no, oh, we can't do that because it's too expensive. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules for what you can do. So they could make an animated Batman Beyond movie with a Blade Runner score and like just the possibilities are endless, and they don't tap into that at all because all people care about is being the next Marvel.
Yeah. I agree, but I also kind of disagree just because like corporations are so greedy, like they're going to copy whatever is successful. It's less of like the MCU itself.
But yeah, they start like, but that doesn't change what I said. Like they've done damage because now everyone wants to copy them.
Yeah.
So it's not their fault that people are trying to copy them, but that doesn't change anything.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to, like, when you say like the MCU like damaged like comic book movies, it makes it seem like they did something wrong. But it's more like,
no, they did something great, but now that's all people want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like I don't want it to seem like the MCU shouldn't have like ever happened. Mm-hmm. It's just other companies just want, like, they just see dollar signs and they're like, do that.
Yeah.
Even though now we're seeing, in my opinion, the MCU kind of being painted into a corner because now they have to play off of all these narratives that they've already written to write something new.
And it also makes everything feel the same.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like,
like, you could have bookended it and said that was the Infinity Saga. We're done with that. Now we're starting something new.
Yeah. A Blade movie should not have the same tone and audience as a Ant-Man movie.
Exactly.
Like, they shouldn't, like, those should be two completely different things if you're going to do them properly. But now, since everything has to be connected, they're trying to meld everything together and make it all feel like an MCU project when they should just be their own things. So, yeah. That's how I feel about it. That's my 2 cents.
No, I got you. I got you 100%.
You have a last one?
I did. I actually have two.
Okay.
One of them is really bad. And it's not really a hot take because like I acknowledge that like I'm the odd man out, but my third one is Guy Ritchie sucks.
Not a hot take. That's just, I mean, that's in the dictionary.
I fucking cannot stand any of his movies that I've seen.
Yeah, he blows.
I think his best movie is the Sherlock Holmes movies.
I'm sure they are.
And those are 3s.
They look like the most fun.
His most peak movie is a 3. That's not good. Like, I get that 3 is over average, but fuck, dude.
Yeah, for you to be a notable name and your best movie's a 3.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And then my last one, this is one that hurts. It hurts, and I'm going to get called names.
What's new?
But I have the film, All That Jazz, rated a 2-star.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do too. Or like a 2.5 or something.
No, I think you have it like higher than that.
Really?
I think so.
Probably going to lower it. Very
All that,
overrated.
Yeah, All That Jazz is obviously great choreography, and you have it a 3. It's great choreography.
Lowering that right now.
A great performance by, I don't remember the main guy's name. And
Roy Scheider.
Yeah, Roy Scheider. The costumes are good. Like, visually, everything's there. But the overall narrative, I just don't really like. And Roy Scheider does really good being an unlikable character that you wind up rooting for. But I still just, like, find myself not really getting into the narrative. It just, nothing about it, like, speaks to me.
Yeah.
At all. And, like, that's fine. Sometimes there's movies that just don't connect with you. But that movie in particular, I'm like, dude, what am I doing here? It's not a complete slog to get through, but
I think it is.
I expected it to be a lot better than it was, especially with like all the hype around it. And I was like, yeah.
I think in theory the idea is cool, but having to sit through the execution of it is not a good time to me.
Yeah. And I also feel like there's a decent amount of wasted time in the movie too.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, the big thing is Roy Scheider's character having this kind of crisis almost of like reflecting on his past being bad, but I don't know. It just seems like him making that play is in there when it's like get back to analyzing his character. I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's a
work for
cool
me.
idea in theory, but I just do not. It's not an enjoyable experience for me to sit through it. So I agree. Yep, that's all we got. Don't know what we'll be talking about next week, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If you sent in any hot takes, thank you.
Yeah, that was all great, guys. Thank you a lot.
Yeah, appreciate that. They were all pretty stinky, as I would expect.
Evans wasn't bad.
Most people's that's the point of hot takes, is they're supposed to upset people.
Yeah.
So you did a good job, because most of them were bad.
The Dune one,
Smelly.
I'm coming after you.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll talk about something.
We'll spit around.
We'll dabble. Might not have much on my watch list again because Pine, but we'll talk about something. So thank you for tuning in to the Film
Scoop.